Hello there, this is Cookies. I've got turn 9 of EA Machaka. So I've got Vlex here, and then Berytos is back on the expansion train. And unfortunately, we see a independent attack in Kopos, where he just started a fort and then he gets hit by barbarians. So sometimes I like doing, if I can afford it, maybe about 20 PD on a fort construction, just to give me a fair shot at surviving something like that. Alright, so for Vlex, but I mean, that's expensive, especially during expansion. So it's going to happen to everyone at some point. Unfortunately, these Lion Tribe end up throwing their javelins at the War Lions. I believe they do that in the real game as well. Where are you going? Okay. So we get the leadership, and then we get the route. Cool. So we do indeed lose about 6 War Lions. I think this battle replay was fairly accurate. They didn't go back and get the Lion Tribe Witch Doctor. I think they collapse on the archers, is maybe the difference. And then Berytos with the double expand. So retaking Robber home with a small party. A lot of shielded militia. All right. Looks like he lost 1 or 2, but didn't in the actual combat. All right. In Silverham, the Draken continues its expansion. Oh, Gift of the Hare now. So it does just fine. Alright. So this turn, we can see Berytos is back to setting the borders with Niflheim. It's unfortunate that we lost Kopos here. So hopefully he can get that back before maybe Niflheim gets in there. And we see Muspelheim kind of running down here, so we're hoping to set the border. I think his goal is to go down to Hamain and set it there on this little lake. Additionally, I'm going to send a commander over. So for our moves, you can see a new fort is under construction now. On Machaka's side, we're sending a commander out. Oh, a site searcher. So we're not quite ready to lead out these Lion Tribe, but we're still recruiting them. And then we've got 2 expansion parties, including a bossy coming out with some reinforcements. So pretty nice general. That's probably his main use. He's got okay stats, so he might be able to army thug. But I prefer to think of it as he's able to defend himself a little bit easier in a big army fight. So that's kind of how I think of him, but otherwise he's a general. So we're going to try and take out these Furbolg. We did go from Oakwoods to Vlex, and now we're going to try and set the border on Dardania. And then the scout is moving up to Halbathria. And the reason why is the Bulba got into this lake. So this means the Bulba picked up the fishermen. So that means the fishermen are in this lake. And Scout and I were looking at these indies here. And the deer tribe, I would think, would be a little bit scary for the fishermen. And I thought he might try to get into Dardania to see what's over here. because it's just heavy infantry, militia, light infantry. So the fishermen can definitely try to expand into that. So if they went over here, I wanted to send a scout here to see how they did. But otherwise, I was going to send my large group, which now has a second guy to bless. And we'll go ahead and take care of these indies and maybe have a little bit of a plan to bump with Zabalba. Make sure we kick them off of our shoreline here. We definitely don't want Zabalba on this side of the lake. And then continuing to cast reanimation, building up a little party of undead to go take the Green Marshes. And continuing to do some general expansion recruitment. So that's kind of the plan here. So we're planning for a double expand on our end. I expect the Draken to come down to Hamain. And then maybe the rest of Berytos' turn, maybe he can probably go take Golem range with this party. So probably a double expand out of Berytos next turn, and then maybe setting up the recapture of Kopos. So I think that's it for turn 9. And I'll go ahead and see you in turn 10, and we'll take a look at the graphs in that turn. Have a good one.